In today's video, I'll be showing you how to enable the experimental co-op multiplayer mode in your favorite farming simulator, Stardew Valley. If you're a dedicated player on Android, then you already know the game has been missing an important feature compared to the PC and console release. The iOS and Android ports of the game have been lacking a co-op multiplayer mode, and that made a lot of people decide to not play the game on their mobile device. The developer of the game is well aware that this has been a highly requested feature, but for years he said the likelihood of the mobile versions getting this feature was low due to the technical barriers that would be involved. However, that has changed, and Concerned Ape has finally updated the iOS and Android versions with this feature. The only downside, as you can see, is that it is currently considered experimental and it has to be enabled with a secret code. For this to work, you must have the app updated to version 1.6.9 or later. I currently have version 1.6.12 installed on my Pixel 8 here. Then we're going to start up the game and get to the main menu here. And this is where we need to enter part of the popular Konami code using the leaves in the banner here. So the top left leaf is considered left. The top right leaf is considered up. The bottom left leaf is labeled down, and the bottom right leaf is for right. And the code that needs to be entered is up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Then you need to tap on the question mark button in the bottom right corner to complete the secret code. The only difficult part of this code is making sure that you actually touch the leaves in the right order, and that the tap is recognized by the falling leaves that drift under them. You can see whenever it recognizes a tap, some leaves scatter underneath it. Now it may take you a time or two before you get it correct, but it works like this. So it's up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right, and then the question mark. Then when we exit out of that credits menu, if it was entered correctly, you'll see the main menu refresh, and the new co-op menu will appear here. As you saw, on occasion, it took me a couple of times for various leaves to actually be recognized. So just wait until you see the tap being registered, then move on to the next button. The multiplayer mode for the Android and iOS versions of Stardew Valley work almost identically to the PC and console releases. The only main difference here is that the mobile ports do not have the same farm discovery feature that you may be used to. So instead, your only option is to connect to another game with a direct IP address connection. The developer says the ideal scenario here would be for you to connect to a PC hosted farm from a high-end mobile device that is on the same local network using Wi-Fi. But that's just the best case used as the example. As long as you have the IP address of the device that's hosting the game, then it should work as you would expect. Just keep in mind that low-end to mid-range devices may have some performance issues if the farm gets to be too large. It's fair to assume that Concerned Ape was not going to add this feature to the mobile ports of Stardew Valley, especially considering that he had already started to work on developing a new game entirely. But it looks as if the game has continued calling his name, and that's giving him enough motivation to add new content while also working on additional features like this. Just remember, this is a hidden feature because it's currently in its experimental phase, so you may end up experiencing random issues here and there. If you do, then do not hesitate to report feedback to Concerned Ape, as he's been great at listening to the community when it comes to fixing these bugs. Just don't go into the situation under the assumption that this is going to be a top priority for him, at least until the feature is updated and considered to be more stable. It would be great if some of you could use the comment section below to share your experience with this new co-op multiplayer feature in Stardew Valley on Android. Let us know if it's working well for you, or if it's actually something that needs a lot of work. And please, do not forget to like this video, while also subscribing to the channel for more Android content like this.